Welcome to Club Wisdom 8. There is so much to do in Eternal Saga. It's unbelievable, unlike any other kind of strategy game on a mobile phone. However, when you have so many things to do, what are you supposed to do? Well, I want to talk about lots of little tips, lots of things I do to make me get more out of the game. So let's do it. Honestly, where do you start when you have so many things? I mean, you don't just have this row, you also have another row here. Where do you start? What do you do? Okay, so I'll begin today with the shop and I'll keep moving on each day. So the first thing you need to know about the shop is it's ideal if you could purchase 5 dailies. Remember, this is my second account, so on this account I'm not able to afford to do much on it. However, on my first account, I will always do 5 dailies. And you've got to remember, before, in the past, I think when the game first came out, you could only purchase like 1 daily, and then it was 3 dailies. So to have the opportunity to purchase 5 dailies are important. What are you aiming for? Of course, the legendary ticket. You want that legendary ticket more than anything. Why? So I think it's important I quickly tell you why. The legendary ticket gives you certain items. If you're a beginner, then you want to have something where you can have life steal. If you have gone beyond that over a few months, then you definitely don't want that. What you want will either be the direction of a Pinaka bow or a sage staff. Those two will be the main priorities, Pinaka bows and sage staffs. More information I will give in the future. So let's continue. Is there anything worth buying here and stuff? Well, let me tell you, if you're getting these leaves and collecting all these leaves and doing all these events, make sure every day to remember if they have shoes, get the shoes and collect as much as possible. And remember, with regard to the weekly updates, if it's a 2-week event, in general, this will will reset. It will have 3 resets, not 2. So just like I believe the day before, or just the reset on the final day before the update, these will be reset again. Always keep that in mind, that 3rd reset. So have enough leaves saved. Don't sell them all until it's all finished. Okay, I think that's quite important. So with this, you'd actually get a chance to get 60 of those over the whole period because it's a weekly update. So I think that's really important. Superior ore is going to be a big one once you've got all the main stuff. So in fact, for me, ore is more important than Hero Awakening material. With ore, if you have 500, you're guaranteed to get a legendary. Now these legendaries give you the chance to get Pinakas and sage staffs. You can also get legendary summon, not just normal legendary summons. I forgot they're like the yellow versions, and that includes candy rings, but most importantly the fatal rings, fatal necklaces. So please keep in mind that these superior ores are, like it says, superior. Next up, going to the items. Anything amazing here? Generally speaking, not completely. If you have loads of shoes, you might want to try buying the skip tickets. Basic stones, if you don't have enough and you're really new and behind, maybe you could buy a few of those. Well, you can only buy 1 a day. For scrolls, generally speaking, I mean, in general, I won't spend my gems on anything. So I wouldn't really. It's a hard one to recommend. My gems I have to save really, really well. So that's up to you here. Monthly perk pack 1 and 2 I do recommend though. I do buy those. And ad remover pack is really good because I don't, on this one I don't have it, but what you have is, instead of getting, normally, yeah, you have a chance to get, like, I think you get 300 shoes a day, and you can get up to 200 gems on the normal ad when you're watching the ads. Here you can't. You get 300 shoes 100%, but with the gems you're guaranteed only to get 150. So you only get 150, no more, no less. But this ad remover pack is actually quite it's still quite good. It does save a lot of time. So honestly, if you're playing this game for over a month, if you're going to play it for another month, I think it's worth buying the pack. Anything else here? Not really, no. Skin exchange tickets, these tickets, I mean, it's up to you if you want to go into all this, but for me, absolutely not. But if I was going to buy, the legendary one is so expensive, but it is a good one. Compared to all the others, that one is good. I might, if you can't afford it, you might want to go for this and have 4 chances to get a Pinaka. I think that could be a good idea. If there was a way you could, like for example, rather than have 2 item tickets, I could pay half the price to get the chance of 4 weapons. So I think if I had 8 weapon scrolls for the same price as 2 item tickets, I think I would take the chance on the weapon scrolls. But you might be really unlucky. I mean, you might get the chance of getting 1 Pinaka. To get 2 would be amazing. Look how big that is. That's crazy. I mean, this is just for 1. I mean, this price is absolutely crazy, and this, I mean, what? I can't even believe they're charging that. But what you get in this ticket, it's just generally fatals. That's what you need, like more end game kind of stuff. Now, here's where it gets really good. This is superior ore. You need to get that. If you want to get more superior ore, what you've got to do is, in terms of your bag, you've got to open up your bag and you've got to start scrapping epic material. So you don't sell this. You're not supposed to sell this. You have to scrap it. So you just scrap. You just press the scrap button, scrap gear, and you get 10 for an epic. If you upgrade it to, I think it's worth 11 if it's a +6, and if it's +11, I think you get I think it's worth 12. I think I don't really do that. Legendaries are worth 200 a scrap. So if you end up getting too many, then yeah, feel free to scrap. Just don't sell. I hope that helps. I think that's going to be very important. So that's the basics for today. With regard to skin tickets, not much else to say. I think with skins, you know, of course, just buy Julia. I don't even think I have Julia on this one, but I mean the 10 is worth it. It's, generally speaking, it's worth. I think it is worth the boost. I think it is nice to have the boost. So if, for me, I will just buy the skin tickets of the heroes that I generally use the most. So keep that in mind. But whatever. Okay, so that's the beginning of today, and in the future this is going to keep increasing. I'm going to be telling you a lot more, and I'm going to be updating you more. And to finish off, let me give you a big tip. Okay, so the big tip I want to give you is about the temple. Now, a big trick you can do is, on Thursday, for example, you're definitely, the idea of temple would be, ideally, to run F8 to F10. Those will be the best. That's what you would be aiming for, because you get this book, which is the book level 7 to 10. These level 7 to 10 books are God's grace. So you ideally need to begin at F10. Now, a good way to farm the temple, for example, probably your Jackan units suck, but your Amazon units might be able to actually pass F8. So what you can do is, just before the reset, just before the time the game resets, you can leave Amazon going. You can start your Amazon team just at the end of the reset, and then just when it resets, let the Amazon will keep going. They'll keep fighting, and they'll do 3 times. And so for this, you could actually theoretically probably pass F8, F9 or F10 with the Amazons, and then you don't need to play with those guys. This is a great tip, I think. So for example, Sunday will definitely be your best day, the day where you can farm your best units. And so if you keep farming at the end of the reset and it goes into Monday, your best team can continue farming on Monday. Let me tell you, this is such a great tip, because you don't need to put any effort into making a Jackan unit, or you don't need to waste time on the Royams or whatever. You can just focus on certain units. So you could have you could theoretically have a good Orc unit that can go into Wednesday, have a good Amazon unit that goes into Friday, and then Saturday just your Empire. So I think this is really a nice idea. So that's my big tip to finish off. Thank you very much. Club Wisdom 8 over and out.